Hello and welcome to Hot Money on Bloomberg Quint Live, India's first digital live streaming business news service. This is a show which gets you a complete wrap of all the stocks that are buzzing in trade. I'm Darshan Mehta. Let's welcome our experts then. Raja Venkatraman, Chief Technical Analyst at Chart Advice, Kunal Parar of Choice Broking, and Independent Technical Analyst Nikhil Baljekar joins us on the show. Thank you to all of my guests for joining me today. Let's start with the first round of chart. Raja has a chart on Britannia. Let's start with that. Let's have the chart up. Raja, if you can join me. Britannia has been under pressure, but for the last couple of days has managed to bounce back significantly. What's your sense on Britannia?
Yes, the stock has been under pressure, and the consistent decline which we have seen over the last 3 months did indicate that the selling could continue. But what I found on the daily charts was that the stock has declined into, I've used a tool called as Pitchfork. This is the median line, the center line is the median line, and what I found is that the stock has taken a nice support at the median line. And at the median line, there are also some positive candlestick patterns which is called as Morning Star, which has developed. And all this in combination with the lower panel, which is I've used is the RSI as a momentum indicator. So if you could open this lower panel, you will see here that after the decline, there has been some bit of recovery here. Yes, overall bias in Britannia continues to be negative, but what you could see now is a short-term bounce. So one should actually be looking to trade this bounce. And that's why I've recommended it as a buy opportunity.
Okay, so this is not a positional long-term call. This is more like a bounce buy. So it's at 24.85 right now. What level should one buy at? What's the target?
You could buy at current levels. You could use declines towards 24.30 as a dip possibility. And you could 24.30 to 2400 could be a dip zone, and you could place a stop loss below 2370 and for an upside towards 2600.
And how soon do you see this coming in?
Within the next 10 trading sessions.
Okay, that's the view that's coming in. Thank you so much for that. Raja, what's your sense on LIC Housing Finance? Are you bullish?
I would remain a contra here. In line with my recommendation last week also, LIC Housing Finance was a sell. It continues to be a sell. And I would use rallies towards 441 as a shorting opportunity. On weekly charts around 405 to 407. There is a support level which has been witnessed. And if that breaks down, you could expect a downside towards 350. Momentum indicators are weak. So I would not be a buyer in LIC Housing Finance. Plus the overall sector has continuous negative news flow. So I would not be a buyer in LIC Housing.
Okay, thanks so much for that. Raja, what's your sense on Infosys?
Yeah, I am in line with Infosys chart and the recommendation presented by him. It's definitely a nice consolidation move which we are seeing, and the possibilities to move towards 860 zone is very much on the cards. And with a stop loss below 760 is ideal. One could look to trade it from a intraday or even a multi-day perspective.
Let's start with the second round of charts. Raja has a chart this time around. Raja, if we can have you, let's pull up the chart of United Breweries. What's your opinion and why are you negative?
Yeah. The chart of UBL, as you can see here, right from the beginning of the year, it has been moving in a consolidation. And right now what has happened is after the consolidation, actually it has been, the pressure has been towards the lower side. It is making lower highs, and eventually the stock broke down 3 days ago. And also I have drawn here is the long-term trend line which was acting as a support, and this trend line has also been broken. So there is a triangle breakdown plus a trend line breakdown. So all this suggests that there is a strong selling possibility here. Along with that, I have used the momentum indicator called as MACD, which is also entered into the negative territory. So combining the price action with the momentum, it clearly suggests that we could expect more downside in the coming days.
Okay, 1295 is where it is. What's the strategy?
Yeah, you could use the current levels to short with a potential downside towards 1250 to 1230. For you can also use rallies towards 1320 and place a stop loss above 1340.
Okay, that's the way. And you see this as a quick strategy, or this will be a positional?
It could be a positional play over the next 1 month.
Okay, thanks so much for that. Okay, and Raja, what's your sense?
Yeah, on the weekly charts around 1525 to 1560, there is a gap area, and it has actually come up with the gap, and it has been consolidating over the place for quite a few weeks. So unless and until there is a weekly closing above this, I would not be a buyer in. Momentum is positive, but I would not be a buyer in Avenue Supermart right now.
Raja, what's your sense on Maruti?
Yeah, Maruti, I would not be a buyer here because I feel it's a good approach to sell on rally because the trend continues to show some weakness. So I would be a seller around the levels of 6300. Place a stop loss above 65 to 6525 for a downside towards 5900.